Welcome to the world where a simple coin carries the weight of American history, power, and timeless value. Today, we dive into the legendary Liberty Quarter Dollar, a coin that isn't just metal, it's a story carved in silver. A story of freedom, strength, and national pride. If you have a Liberty Quarter Dollar in your hands, you're holding more than 25 cents. You're holding a piece of America's heartbeat, a symbol that has crossed generations, survived wars, traveled through countless hands, and still shines with the same spirit it was born with. In this video, we uncover the secrets, hidden details, rare varieties, and surprising value that can turn an ordinary-looking quarter into an extraordinary treasure. So tighten your grip, open your eyes, and get ready to step into the rich world of the Liberty Quarter Dollar, because your coin, your curiosity, and your passion are about to take center stage. Welcome to the journey. Welcome to the story. Welcome to the Liberty Quarter Dollar. In the world of American coinage, few legends shine brighter than the whispered tale of the 1968 P. Liberty Quarter, a coin that collectors speak with lowered voices and widened eyes, as if even mentioning its existence might summon its fortune-changing power. Though millions of ordinary quarters rolled out of Philadelphia Mint that year, the myth says that one batch emerged different, struck with an accidental silver planchet, forged in silence, and released unknowingly into circulation. This single twist of fate didn't just create a coin, it created a treasure whose value now echoes like thunder across the corridors of numismatic history. When collectors talk about this coin, they don't describe it casually. They describe it as if it is alive. They say its surface carries an unexplainable glow, a silver brightness that looks too pure, too untouched, almost as if time itself stepped aside to let it survive the decades unharmed. To hold it, they claim, is to feel a shift under your fingertips, like touching the edge of destiny. And if destiny ever decided to disguise itself in metal, it would look exactly like this 1968 P quarter. For years, seasoned numismatists have hunted for this phantom piece, convinced that one authentic silver-struck 1968 quarter would not merely be collectible but epic-making. The story goes that this coin wasn't meant to exist. A leftover silver blank slipped into presses by mistake, struck with razor-sharp details that later vanished from regular issues. This accidental marvel was released into the world with no fanfare, no tracking, no warning, becoming a ghost drifting through pockets, jars, drawers, and forgotten boxes. Imagine the incredible thought that right now, somewhere in someone's home, hidden in a tin box or lost between old receipts, this extraordinary quarter could be resting quietly, waiting for the right eyes to discover its unimaginable worth. It isn't just a coin, it's an unclaimed fortune wrapped in metal, a silent guardian of prosperity, disguised as everyday change. And this mystery is what gives the 1968 P silver quarter its almost supernatural allure. Collectors say that if you ever find one, your life won't change slowly. It will shift instantly. The kind of instant where the world feels as if it is snapped open, revealing a path lined with opportunity. The legend promises that this coin could elevate an ordinary day into a once-in-a-lifetime awakening, catapulting you from the familiar into the extraordinary. Its worth isn't just measured in currency. It's measured in possibility, expectation, and awe. The gripping power of this coin isn't simply in its rarity, but in its story. Every great treasure carries a narrative, and this one is woven with mystery, accident, and the thrill of discovery. Picture the mint worker who unknowingly changed history with a single slip. Picture the person who first spent it, unaware of the miracle they held between their fingers. Picture the years this coin traveled, disguised as something common, while secretly being priceless. Those who understand coins know that rarity alone is not enough. What matters is a legend behind it. And the legend of the 1968 P silver quarter has grown to the point where it feels like folklore and reality have become one. Collectors who dream big imagine that this coin could command an amount so staggering that the world would struggle to believe it. A sum capable of turning an ordinary collector into a billionaire overnight. This narrative, electrifying and impossible to ignore, fuels an unending search. Every time someone sorts through old change, every time a coin roll is cracked open, every time a dusty drawer is pulled out, there's a heartbeat of hope that maybe, just maybe, the hidden king of quarters will reveal itself. That hope is what makes this coin more than an object of metal. It makes it a beacon of dreams. And dreams, when wrapped in rarity and mystery, become irresistible. Even seasoned experts admit that the true magic of the 1968 P Liberty Quarter lies not in the confirmed facts, but in the boundless excitement it stirs. The idea that such a coin could exist is enough to transform the simplest search into an adventure. And if one day the legendary piece is finally found and authenticated, its arrival would send a shockwave through the collecting world, rewriting what people believe a single coin can achieve. So if you ever stumble upon a 1968 quarter that feels heavier, shinier, or different from the rest, don't dismiss it. Treat it with the reverence of a relic. Because in the realm of numismatic stories, the 1968 P Silver Liberty Quarter stands as one of the greatest treasure rumors ever told. A coin that reminds us that sometimes the most extraordinary fortunes hide in the most ordinary places, waiting for the hand bold enough to uncover them. In the vast kingdom of American coinage, there exists a tale whispered only among the bravest collectors. A tale about the 1983 Liberty Quarter from the Philadelphia Mint, a coin that appears ordinary to the world, but hides an aura so powerful that those who understand its rarity guard the truth like a secret treasure map. People say it was born during a year of turmoil at the Mint, when metals, machines, and precision struggled to stay aligned, creating a handful of extraordinary survivors. Paragraph 2. This coin, though struck in copper nickel like its brothers, carries an energy that makes collectors pause, breathe differently, and look twice. The year 1983 saw no official mint sets, which means most quarters from that year were released into circulation and lived rough lives. But the few that escaped untouched, the few that remained sharp, bold, and perfectly struck, those pieces became legends. Paragraph 3. Among those legends, the 1983 P Liberty Quarter stands at the center like a crowned monarch. Stories claim that somewhere out there, hidden in drawers, old jars, forgotten boxes, or perhaps in the pocket of someone unaware, lies a specimen so flawless that it could turn an ordinary person into an overnight phenomenon. Paragraph 4. Collectors speak of the unimaginable worth, not because the coin is made of silver, but because the condition can create miracles. A pristine, untouched, glowing example of the 1983 P Quarter is like stumbling upon a diamond buried in sand. Some say their shine feels different, almost supernatural, as if the coin itself knows it survived the harsh journey that destroyed its brothers. Paragraph 5. Imagine holding it. The eagle stands proud, the details so sharp they feel alive. Liberty glows with intensity, and the edges bite with crisp perfection. Its presence alone radiates the feeling that this is no ordinary quarter. It's a symbol of rarity, survival, and destiny. Paragraph 6. Rumors in the coin-collecting world speak of extraordinary auction moments. When a flawless 1983 P Quarter appears, bidders don't simply raise paddles. They rise like warriors entering a battlefield of wealth. The atmosphere thickens, hearts race, and everyone knows that only one person will walk away with the treasure. Paragraph 7. But the real magic is the idea that anyone, absolutely anyone, could find one. It could be hiding in a handful of change, waiting in an old coffee tin, resting quietly in a forgotten purse. That possibility alone turns a 1983 P Quarter into a coin of destiny, a coin that rides a thin line between the ordinary world and extraordinary fortune. Paragraph 8. Those who possess a high-grade specimen guard it fiercely. They don't toss it, they don't trade it casually, and they certainly don't sell it cheaply. They know that the right collector, the right auction, the right moment could elevate its value to heights that transform lives, not because the metal is precious, but because rarity is more powerful than silver. Paragraph 9. And so the story continues. A coin that can change your night into a golden dawn. A coin that can lift your fortune from shadows to spotlight. Not every 1983 P Quarter has that strength, but a few that do carry it like a hidden crown, waiting for the right person to recognize their glory. Paragraph 10. So if you ever find this quarter shining differently in your hand, treat it with respect. Do not let it slip away cheaply. Every legend begins with someone recognizing the magic before the world does. And maybe, just maybe, that magic is waiting for you in the form of a Liberty Quarter from 1983, a survivor with a heart of treasure and the power to rewrite destinies. They say every coin carries a story, but the 1987 Liberty Quarter with the bold P Mint mark carries something far beyond story. It carries a legend. Hidden in the hands of ordinary people for decades, this unassuming piece of metal has become a whisper of fortune, a symbol of destiny waiting to awaken. Many collectors swear that the 1987 P quarter isn't just a coin. It's a key, and whoever finds the right one unlocks a future brighter than gold. It is the kind of coin that turns quiet pockets into treasure chests and silent dreams into roaring realities. Paragraph 2. The magic begins with its mysterious origin. Though millions of quarters were minted that year, a tiny handful emerged with an extraordinary strike, a strike so sharp, so flawless, so unusually radiant that numismatists later called them the miracle batch. These weren't ordinary metals pressed by a machine. Legends say they were the result of a rare minting phenomenon that made the silver shine deeper, the features sharper, and the texture smoother than any regular circulation coin. This gave birth to the belief that a supernatural touch was involved. Paragraph 3. Stories began spreading among collectors. Stories of people who traded this coin unknowingly, only to hear years later that the very same piece changed hands for unimaginable sums. Whether these tales are myths or miracles, no one knows, but the 1987 P Liberty quarter gained an aura so powerful that even seasoned coin experts speak of it with a respectful hush. When a coin carries not just rarity but mystery, its value escapes calculation. Paragraph 4. What truly elevates this coin into legend is the idea of its unimaginable worth. Not just thousands, not just hundreds of thousands, but values whispered in millions. The market for such a coin is not loud. It is secret, silent, and selective. Wealthy private collectors wait like hunters, hoping someone somewhere will bring the right specimen into the light. And the moment that happens, fortunes shift overnight, and lives transform in the blink of an eye. Paragraph 5. The coin's power lies not only in monetary worth, but in symbolism. To some, it represents luck. To others, destiny. People say the coin chooses its owner, landing only in the hands of those whose lives are meant to change. You don't chase a coin like this. It finds you. Those who have held it describe a strange pull, an energy, a feeling that this tiny piece of metal carries a bigger future than any ordinary object could. Paragraph 6. Collectors say that the perfect 1987 P Liberty quarter holds what they call the fortune strike. This doesn't refer to silver content or metal weight. It refers to an aura of perfection visible only under the closest inspection. The letters appear sharper. The eagle seems almost alive, and the shine carries a depth like liquid moonlight. Anyone who finds a coin with these features is told never let it go cheaply, because its power is not just rarity. It is destiny wrapped in metal. Paragraph 7. Imagine holding such a coin in your palm, a simple quarter to the world, but a symbol of unimaginable value to those who understand it. It is the kind of item that turns everyday people into millionaires overnight, not because of luck, but because fate decided to place a miracle in their hands. This belief has turned the 1987 P quarter into a treasure hunt, a hidden fortune waiting in old jars, dusty drawers, forgotten wallets, and inherited boxes. Paragraph 8. Those who possess the coin often say they feel its presence, as though it carries history, fortune, and possibility in every curve. Some keep it locked away in shining cases, protected like a royal gem. Others carry it silently in their pocket, believing it brings guidance, courage, and prosperity. No one treats this coin like an ordinary object. Every glance at it feels like staring into a doorway of endless potential. Paragraph 9. The warnings are clear. Never sell this coin at a low price. Never trade it without understanding its true power. For the right collector, the perfect 1987 P quarter isn't just valuable, it is priceless. It is a fortune maker, a life changer, a once-in-a-generation relic that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. You don't spend this coin, you safeguard it as if it holds a blueprint of your future. Paragraph 10. So if you ever find this legendary 1987 Liberty quarter from the Philadelphia Mint, remember this. You might be holding a miracle disguised as metal, a tiny, silent, shining artifact capable of shifting your destiny in one moment. Keep it safe, protect it fiercely, and never underestimate its hidden power. For in the world of rare coins, some quarters aren't just currency, they are prophecy, and yours might just be the one destined to rewrite your life forever. In the realm of American coins, there's a whispered legend, one that floats between collectors like a secret breeze. It speaks of a 1994 P. Liberty quarter, a simple piece of metal on the outside, yet cloaked in a mystery so powerful that those who possess it hold something far greater than money. This isn't just a coin. In collector folklore, it is a key, a symbol, a forgotten treasure with the power to reshape a destiny overnight. People say that if this quarter ever appears, it will not be sold. It will be discovered, like a hidden star suddenly blinking into existence. Many coins were minted in 1994, but the tale focuses on only one, a coin struck with such flawless brilliance that even the mint itself didn't realize that it created something extraordinary. According to the myth, this coin isn't merely copper-nickel like the others. Its surface carries a subtle shimmer that collectors describe as moonlit silver, a glow that refuses to fade no matter how many years pass. Old coin hunters believe this strange shine is what gives a coin its unimaginable worth, far beyond what normal collectors could ever price. The P mint mark in this legend is not just a letter. It is said to represent power, the silent energy sealed inside the coin the moment it dropped from the press. Those who claim to have seen the coin swear that holding it feels like holding history itself, cold, heavy, and alive. Some say the quarter carries a strange charm, as though it whispers stories of the machinery, the sparks, and the molten metal that gave birth to it. This is why collectors insist it should never be spent casually. It is not change. It is chance, a rare second chance at fortune. There are countless rumors surrounding the 1994 P. Liberty quarter. Stories of people finding one in an old drawer, in a forgotten jar, or inside a dusty attic box left behind by a relative. Some claim the moment they touched it, opportunities open for them like doors in long hallways. These tales are never proven, never photographed, never authenticated, but their impact remains. A myth doesn't need evidence to survive. It just needs belief, and this coin has plenty of believers. Collectors often say that this coin's true value cannot be measured in dollars. They describe it as a $1 million coin, not because of its metal, but because of the transformation it represents. It symbolizes luck, wealth, and the rare spark of destiny that touches only a few lives. In the vibrant world of coin mythology, this quarter is not sold. It is chosen. And once chosen, it changes its owner in ways no auction could predict. The rarest stories speak a unique error, an invisible flaw only experts' eyes can sense, a tiny misalignment or subtle die mark that separates the legendary coin from common ones. This error is believed to be the heart of its magic. It turns a quarter from everyday currency into something almost supernatural. People imagine that this hidden imperfection is what makes the coin worth millions, even though no market has ever seen such a specimen. It is value built from imagination, possibility, and awe. To many enthusiasts, this 1994 P. Liberty quarter has become a symbol of hope. They hold it up as a reminder that miracles can hide in ordinary places. A small, simple coin, so small it disappears in closed fists, can still carry a story larger than life. They say it teaches patience, reminding collectors that treasures often wait quietly, pretending to be common until the right eyes recognize them. The coin's legend continues to grow each year. People repeat its story not because it guarantees wealth, but because it makes hearts race and minds imagine. The very idea of a coin sitting unnoticed in someone's pocket, capable of making them a millionaire overnight, is powerful. It sparks dreams. It awakens curiosity. It makes people look closer at the things they usually ignore. Even though no official record confirms the existence of such a priceless 1994 P quarter, the legend survives because it represents something more meaningful than money. The thrill of the unknown. It reminds collectors that the next great discovery may be resting quietly in a drawer, waiting for the right moment to reveal its magic. And so, the coin world continues to search, hope, and dream. And that is why the story of the 1994 P. Liberty quarter refuses to fade. It is not just a coin. It is a possibility, a whispered promise that fortune can arrive in the smallest, simplest shape. Whether or not anyone ever finds the mythical $1 million coin doesn't matter. What matters is the imagination awakens, the excitement it stirs, and the belief that even a tiny quarter could carry the power to change a fortune overnight.